So it looks good on my end over here. Let's go ahead. So, like I said, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer dropped last night. We also want to talk about Yellowjacets. We're talking about Harry Styles today, and we're talking about Beau is Afraid. We will do a trailer reaction towards the end of the stream, so in about, like, I would say 20 minutes or so, we'll do the trailer reaction for it, and then that's going to go up as a video on its own. So if you missed the trailer reaction, or you got to head out after the chat, during the live, we will be having that video up later. But let's talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which I think is probably one of the movies that I was not expecting to be as hyped for, but now that we learn more about it, Kang the Conqueror, played by Jonathan Majors, being in this movie has me very excited for it. I think he looks great in this. The suit, the blue face, and everything. I was very hesitant to see how MODOK was going to look after realizing he was in this movie, and now I have to say, man looks goofy as hell. Look at him right there. Darren Cross, of course, who was the main villain in the first Ant-Man, looks to have become MODOK after spending some time here in the Quantum Realm. So the Quantum Realm pretty much changes you a lot, but I'm very excited for Jonathan Majors being in this, and I do definitely want to talk more about this trailer. That'll be in the trailer breakdown later today, so stay tuned for that. But Yellowjackets Season 2, look at this first look right here with Elijah Wood, and just looking insane, honestly. Like, the quality of this picture is amazing. You can definitely tell that they got a bigger budget now, because the first Yellowjackets looked good, but this just looks very crisp. And am I getting Wes Anderson type vibes from this picture, or is it just me? But overall, I'm excited for Yellowjackets Season 2. We got some theories on the way. I've been saving that video as we got closer and closer and more stuff about Yellowjackets, and I wanted to make the Season 2 theories pretty soon, so stay tuned for that video coming to you. But I'm excited for this. It was one of my favorite shows, one of the most underrated shows in my opinion that came out that year, Yellowjackets, and I'm excited to see where this story is going to progress into and what we have cooked up for this story. So excited for that for sure. Harry Styles, apparently, we know that he played a character in the MCU, and apparently that character wasn't just a one-time deal for Harry Styles. We're apparently going to be seeing him reappear as this character because they got a lot of stories planned for him, so we'll see. He is the brother of Thanos, so I was very curious to see where they were going to go with that, because I feel like that's such a big thing to introduce and never talk about again, but apparently, according to them, they will definitely be showing us more of Harry Styles. So Yellowjackets is very much a mystery and a thriller. That's how I would say. Like, you have this plot of these girls that are in the soccer team, and they're flying on a plane going to this like tournament. The plane crashes down. They have to survive out in the wilderness. And then we see them many years later, what happens, and there's like this whole mystery that's unraveling of like somebody who knows some dark secrets of them. And so that's basically what it deals like. It's like a parallel. You see them when they're young and you see them when they're older. I recommend it. It's on Showtime, I believe, right now, but I think you can also stream it on other places. Very good show. Very much so a mystery thriller for sure. But yeah, so we're excited for Yellowjackets Season 2. The cast keeps on building. We keep getting some more this is like the first picture we've gotten, so we're excited to see once we get a trailer for this, and I will be making more videos on Yellowjackets this coming month for sure, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm excited for all of these news today, but the biggest one I think we definitely got was the Beau is Afraid trailer, and I was excited for this trailer. This is actually, now that I watched the trailer, it is very much so, I feel like, the same as Ari Aster's short Beau, which came out in 2011, which is kind of hard to find now because it got taken down from YouTube. But it very much so gives me those vibes, and I will be making a trailer breakdown after I watch the trailer, so I'll be talking more about the short and all of that in the video, so definitely stay tuned for that. But let's just react to the trailer right now. So let me just get that fixed over here so we can definitely talk about that trailer for sure. So we got the trailer up, and A24, Ari Aster, and Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, that's just like a perfect combination, right? So let's make sure we got this playing, and let's put the volume so it's not too loud, and let's see what we got from Mr. Ari Aster and Joaquin Phoenix. This will be up as a regular video as well after, so let's get right into it. So Beau is Afraid trailer reaction. Let's see. So Joaquin Phoenix, Ari Aster, after Midsommar, I'm ready. So we've already seen this in the posters. The young Beau. Let me pull up the volume a little bit for y'all. And this is a comedy horror, apparently. Very surreal feel is what we're going for, apparently, according to Ari Aster with this one. Joaquin just looks very different here, right? So world just gone crazy, apparently. It's giving some Misery vibes right there for sure. It comes out even quicker than I thought it would in April. I was expecting end of year. We got Mother right there. Very surreal vibes, Holy Mountain type feel to them. It just looks like it's going to be insane for sure. So, Beau is Afraid. There we go. Very excited for that movie. So, pretty much from what I've read that they've talked about this movie is you have Beau, who is like very much so like having an overbearing mother over the years, and that's still something that's like haunting him. And so there was a short that he did about this, and it sort of is the same. Yeah, very trippy indeed, especially towards the end when it starts changing. It very much so is very trippy with all of that stuff right there. But you have this guy who is like having to deal with his overbearing mother over the years, and it eventually catches up to him. And apparently this movie is going to take place within many decades of this guy's life. It's over 3 hours long. I believe it's 3 hours and 30 minutes or so. So this is going to be a long one to sit through, and I'm just curious to see how it's going to be. A lot of Ari Aster, what he's done in the past, looks like you see it in here, like Hereditary, Midsommar, and then some other stuff in there as well. The short is like 7 minutes or so that he did back in 2011, and I see a little of the short when I see this trailer, especially in the apartment, because in the short you have this guy who is like kind of paranoid and thinking that somebody has broken into his apartment, and he's like calling his mom up, trying to like find out what to do, and at the same time he has some weird neighbors that are kind of going crazy on him, so he doesn't know if he's the one going crazy or if everybody else around him is going crazy. So it kind of feels like this movie is sort of expanding on that a little bit more, and so you basically have a character dealing with a lot of anxiety, in my opinion, which I think is going to be the thing going on with Beau in this trailer. I like the whole thing, like we don't know what's real, what's not, especially right at the beginning when he's at the beach and he's just sitting on like this car seat or this like bus seat or plane seat, but he sees his younger self at the same time in his mother. So I think it's going to be a lot of like we don't know what's real, what's not, and I feel like that's going to be a very fun movie to watch a couple of times and really pick apart everything that's happening in the movie, because I feel like a lot of it is going to be fantasy and reality. So I'm excited for that, but I thought the trailer was pretty good, honestly. I'm excited for it. Cannot wait. Definitely coming out sooner than I expected, and I'm curious to see what the length run Ari Aster was going to do for this at the beginning, because I read an article that he wanted to go over 4 hours almost for the movie, but then A24 was like, we could do it 3 hours and a half, but that's it. So I'm curious to see what more he wanted to put into that movie itself. But very excited for this trailer. I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to be great in it. So many different looks for him as well. Towards the end, when you see like he's really old and he's just having like this beard and everything, and at the same time in this fantasy world. And I'm just curious to see how it's all going to come together, and I hope it comes together in a very good way. But yeah, very trippy trailer indeed. Definitely was something I was expecting, but once I saw the trailer, it was even more. But this one feels a little bit more lighthearted. Not that it might be the darkest one, but the trailer itself feels a little bit lighter than what we got from Hereditary and Midsommar. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna be. And it's being said it's a little bit more comedic, but it still has those horror elements. And we saw it throughout the trailer. There is some little bit of a horror there, a little bit of a mystery. So I'm excited to see this movie, Beau is Afraid. But overall, very excited to see what else we're going to be getting as well this week. I think that January's already started off to a great start for the year. We had Megan just come out. We have some other movies this month as well, like Missing. We have Sick coming out this weekend, which is Kevin Williamson's new slasher, which I'm excited to check out. It's going to be on Peacock, and it's basically like a slasher during quarantine, and so I'm curious to see how that's going to be. We do have some videos coming out today still, so after the live we're going to be editing those. We have a Beau is Afraid trailer breakdown where we're going to take it scene by scene, that we catch little things in there and try to make sense of what exactly this movie could be. We do have a Skinamarink review. That movie comes out this weekend. And we also have a Servant Season 4 theory video coming out later as well. And we will be going to a screening of Plane tonight, which I am curious to see how that movie's going to be. Like, I feel like I already know where Plane's going, but we're still going to check it out and see. Gerard Butler, it's a Gerard Butler movie, so we know what we get into, right, with those. So super excited to get to that and talk more stuff as well. So very much so, everybody who joined the live, appreciate you, but yeah, like I said, we are planning to do more of these lives every day. We're trying to come up with a name for it, and we always do it around lunchtime, so we're going to come up with something for that by the end of the week for sure. But yeah, lots of stuff that we talked about today, very excited for. Like the Harry Styles news, I did not expect to ever hear about the character coming back, but it made sense that they were going to have to bring this character back at some point, especially if he was Thanos' brother. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania looks cool, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of the excitement for Ant-Man and the MCU has kind of dwindled over time, so I'm curious to see how this one's going to be. It comes out in February, which I was very not expecting, because I was like thinking, I don't know, it just felt like too soon already. We might have some problems with the buffering and stuff, so we might just have to cut this live short because of that. So